boys and girls. Our Scholastic News this week deals with fiction and nonfiction genre. Let's read it together. What will you read today? Now you can read fiction. You can read nonfiction. Do you know the difference? Let's look at the heading at the top of the page in red and read it together. You can read fiction. This page has 4 paragraphs. Let's begin at the first paragraph and read it together. Do you want to fly with a superhero or swim with a talking fish? Then you should read fiction. Fiction is a story that did not really happen. The story comes from the author's imagination. Sometimes a fiction story can seem very real, but the story is still made up. Many fiction stories have a beginning, a middle, and an end. You have to start from the beginning to understand the story. Take a look at the top of page 3 in the blue heading. Let's read it together. You can read nonfiction. Do you wonder why a giraffe's neck is so long or why a volcano explodes with hot lava? Then you should read nonfiction. Nonfiction has facts. Facts are true. The author does not make anything up. Sometimes nonfiction can tell a true story. It has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Other nonfiction books don't tell a story. You can look at the table of contents and start reading at any chapter you like. Let's take a look at the bottom. In green, the heading in green, kids celebrate Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss is a famous fiction author. You've already heard about him in the story above. Kids will celebrate him in March. How do they celebrate? They read books. His books. They eat green eggs and ham. They wear silly hats. Turn to page 4. Can you tell from the cover? Look at each cover of the book below. Write whether you think the book is fiction or nonfiction. Get your pencil out, and we'll be ready to do it together. Okay, your pencil's out and you're ready to go. The first book is titled A Bad Case of Stripes. Is this book fiction or nonfiction? I'll give you a few seconds to write the genre of literature. You should have chosen fiction. Let's move on to the second book, My Lucky Day. Is this book fiction or nonfiction? I hope you wrote fiction. It is a story that did not really happen. Let's look at the third story in the first row titled The Moon. Is this book fiction or nonfiction? Write your answer. This book is nonfiction. It has facts. Facts that are true about the moon. Move down to the second row. The title of this book is Polar Animals. Is this book fiction or nonfiction? Write your answer. This book is nonfiction. It has facts in it, facts that are true. Now the second book in row 2. Mighty Robot. Is this book fiction or nonfiction? This book is fiction. It is a story that did not really happen. And the last story, The Lorax. Is this book fiction or nonfiction? This book is fiction, a story that is made up. Hopefully you got them all correct. There's a bonus at the bottom. It said Alex read a book. It gave facts about how tigers hunt. Everything in the book was true. Was it fiction or nonfiction? Write your answer. The answer is nonfiction. In the sentence it says that Alex read a book and it gave facts about how tigers hunt. We know the story is nonfiction if the author gives us facts that are true. Great job, boys and girls. Continue on with your bundle and make sure you put the Scholastic News back inside your envelope.